to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
On a beautiful late summer afternoon for football, we welcome you to Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard
line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
Good play.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there right off the bat. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Go! At their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Pull it together.
Alert.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Kill. Switch. Check. Fresno.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Out to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away.
And his first carry, he loses the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check 50. Check nickel. 19. 12. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm going to run you over.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Watch the ship.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now out come the Steelers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Hey, wahoo!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Waiting.
19.
Go. Watch 98 for Mike. Spot that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, 0-0-0. Easy.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They run it with Carson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Penny, a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Push left, push left. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Hey.
Check the backer. Check 24, check.
40. 12. Hey, easy. Check.
Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe. Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Stop! 180.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
8.
Max 50. We got it.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep for Moncrief. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dante Moncrief in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
19.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Cuts fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Switch, switch. Alert, alert. Whip, whip, whip. Watch the whip. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. It's coming this way.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger looking middle, and it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fielded at the 20. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Get ready. Hey, switch gears.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll start the drive with Samuels. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
12. Good job right there. 14.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Nick Vannett, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught off the deflection. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Hey! Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Middle. Yo, Mike 50. Hey, what's the ball? Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
No spacing.
Our time. It's our time.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go, folks.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards. They come up in an offset eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Anyway, D. Tighten up. Patch it.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
11 yards there, 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Whoa! You.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep for Moncrief. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dante Moncrief with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
3 buds, 3 buds. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Monday. Trash, that's trash. Check 4.
Bud gonna run for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 25 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Hunt going to run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Rolling to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it? And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
230.
Right there, 54 Mike. Get in the way.
No foul.
Get in the way, little. Hey, check.
50.
Check 24.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Rashad Penny. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.